What's going on? This is your girl Marashaun coming to you with another video. So today I want to talk about 7 things you need to remember in the workplace. So I thought about this while I was at work because I've been working this job and it's like, I'm trying to keep in mind these tips. So number 1, you're there to get paid. So a lot of times we deal with things on the job, whether it be coworkers, the people who come in, the customers, the patrons, whatever you call it. Just keep in mind that you might not really like this, but you're just here to get paid. Like, this ain't gotta be nothing that you're so in love with. You just here to simply get a paycheck, a direct deposit, whatever it is. Number 2, your coworkers are not your friends. And the main time you could tell that a coworker isn't your friend is when they're a coworker that talks about everybody. Especially when they try to talk about people with you, just talking about the people who come in, the people who work there. Best believe they're talking about you too when you aren't around. So remember that. So don't think you so cool with Becky or Jessica or whoever else and you find out that they're talking about you. Like, yeah, it might be cool y'all cackling jokes on people and stuff, or they just making you laugh. Maybe you're not even saying nothing with them, but maybe they're just talking about people and you laughing at their jokes and stuff. But best believe when you're not around, honey, they're gonna be talking about you too. So don't even try to be cool with nobody like that. And I usually keep quiet in the workplace, and I really just try to take in what everybody else is saying. Like, just get a good feel of people that way. Because like I say, I'm not there to make friends with people. It's cool if you can become friends with people, but like I say, all in all, you're there for to get paid, period. Yes, it's an opportunity to meet people, but if you're dealing with somebody like that, that's not a friend, period. Okay, I wanted to add something to your coworkers are not your friends. So this happened to me recently. So I was at work and there's this lady I work with and she always talks to me a little bit and stuff, but I'm not really too friendly there because like I say, a lot of these people just talk about each other. So I don't really say nothing. But I remember the last day I was there, I overheard her say he need to fire her. Because our supervisor is a man. She was like, I heard her say he need to fire her. She said some other stuff too, but that's all I caught on to. So that goes back to that. And then later on that day, she was back in my face trying to act friendly and stuff. Like I said, you cannot trust people. I had to throw that in there real quick. Ugh, y'all. That's why I say don't trust them, especially not your coworker. And she's the type that talks about any and everybody that walks through when she's aging like spoiled milk. So, like I say, don't trust them coworkers, especially if they talk about a bunch of people. Never get too comfortable or complacent with the job. Let's say, for instance, you work at like a store, a grocery store. I would say don't get too comfortable because look, jobs like that, it's easy for to replace you with somebody else. Even if you are a good worker, if you left or you got fired, it's still easy for them to go on and hire somebody else. So I would say don't get too comfortable. Another reason why you shouldn't get too comfortable with jobs like that is because for me personally, when I worked in a grocery store, it was real temporarily. But like, I didn't like the job. It was a lot of work conditions that I didn't like. I didn't like the rude customers. So I was like, I'm not getting comfortable with this, period. And I left there and I'm at the job that I'm at now. So I would say just don't get too comfortable because like you never know what can happen at them jobs. And I wouldn't want you to be too dependent on it. Because like I say, my number one reason you're there to get paid. It's a lot of different jobs in the world where you can get paid anywhere. So I would say that. Now if this is your career, this is something you went to school for, yeah, that's a little harder to let go. And of course you want to be in love with something like that. But something like the gas station or just a regular 9-to-5 job, I would say don't get too comfortable with it because you always want to elevate yourself to do better. Number 4, have a backup plan. And that goes back to what I just said, don't get too comfortable. Like, you want to have a backup plan, whether it be school, whether it's another job. Because let's say you abruptly get fired, or you just get to the point where you just quit all of a sudden. You don't want to just quit and now you ain't got no money coming in. So of course you would want to have a backup plan, whether that be you have a side hustle, maybe you selling strawberries or something, or you sell snow cones or jello shots or anything, or maybe you work this nighttime job, or maybe you going to school on the side. You always want to have a backup plan. So while you're working your current job, that might be something you want to think about. So my next point, number 5, save your money. You always want to save your money for a rainy day. That's true. Yes, I believe that you should splurge and spend money on yourself and enjoy yourself. But I still say put something away. So just in case you get fired or you quit, you don't have a backup plan, you still got a little money saved up. And saving money ain't never hurt nobody. So that's a good tip right there. And let's say, for instance, you don't get paid a lot at your job and you want something really bad. You could be like, oh, well, I got a little money saved up to get this expensive item or whatever you want to do, go on this trip. So I always save you some money. Number 6, rude customers are only there for a moment. Yeah, a lot of times at these jobs, people come in with a stinking ass attitude you do not want to deal with. But I always try to keep in mind, if that person doesn't live in the area or something like that, I always try to keep in mind, okay, this person's just in here right now. I'm not working with them. They're not going to be here all day. They're just in here right now. So I always try to keep that in mind. Maybe if you're working like in a grocery store and you're a cashier and it's another cashier, like maybe when they came in, I'd be like, ooh, girl, I gotta walk away real quick. You need to handle her or something like that. Or maybe you work in a job, like you work somewhere like a gas station. Like at gas stations, a lot of people are just traveling through. So maybe there's somebody that's gonna come in at one time to get gas and they gonna go on about their life and you gonna go on about yours too. You gonna go on about yours too. So I try to don't let them get to you, because you'll never know. Like, you can get into it with them, and I don't blame you for letting off steam and stuff, but once y'all going back and forth, they gonna go on about their happy ass life. If you end up getting in trouble for going off on them or whatever, then that could risk you your job. At the same time, it might not, but still, I always try to keep that in mind. And number 7, if you're miserable, leave. Yes, I understand. Like I say, you gotta get the money. But if a job is just so miserable to you and unbearable, if you can leave, do. Because money is not worth your happiness to me. It's really not. Yes, we all need it for to survive, but if you're just going through something that's just so miserable and it pains you to go, like, you really need to figure out things that make you happy and try to find some type of income hustle in that. Currently, that's what I even try to tell myself. Like, I don't like working these jobs or whatever, but still, like, you just gotta have a backup plan, period. You don't want to be working no job, no 30, 40, 50, 60 years, and you hate the job or anything like that. Like, you really need to find ways to either enjoy the job or move on. And I understand that it's not that easy, but still, like I say, if it's just that miserable, you shouldn't be there, because it's not worth your happiness. And yeah, sometimes we do gotta work these jobs, even though we don't like it, we still need money. But I would just say to that, don't plan on spending the rest of your life here. Figure out something else you could do somewhere down the line or whatever. But yeah, try to keep it short. That was my 7 things to remember in the workplace. I hope you all enjoyed. Please give me some of your tips down below. Let's open up a discussion. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on my next one.